I mean, it would be cool to be able to look at both of these, but I don't know how you would feel about competing with yourself like that.
Does it take a lot of computer juice to stream to Discord?
I've never noticed it. Like, I've had problems streaming Grand Theft Auto to Discord, but that's it.
Hmm. Weird. Okay. Well, I'm glad that it's still saying that I'm streaming for the king, even though I did actually update that. Very cool.
That sounds, yeah, that's probably for the best.
I do like that game. It's a huge time sink essentially.
For the king?
Yeah, yeah.
I think it's okay. It's a nice little 3-player game. I think I don't know if I want to like achievement hunt it. That might be a bit of an awkward like time. Yeah, definitely time sink if I'm gonna do something like that. So I don't know. I'll probably keep playing it as long as my friends want to play it, and then I'll probably, I don't know, I might just play it like once a month at this point. I'm not really sure if I like it enough to commit to it.
Commitment is hard.
Yeah. I like the transition thing you can do in OBS, the studio mode, where you can like set
Oh,
up your
yeah.
scene before you actually do it. It's pretty cool.
And then it's easy to switch between two transitions. Sometimes you want to have different functionality. Like I have my game source and Discord source, which doesn't really provide me a lot of functionality since I mostly run my stream through Discord now.
Mm.
Which is a nice little opportunity.
Alright, let's see. What the heck am I doing here? Got this new thing called puncture. And I just barely remember what a lot of this stuff does, so let's see.
Oh
Interesting.
yeah, did you find a build guide to follow?
Oh, yeah, I did. I might just link that in the Discord as opposed to typing anything out. But, oh well, I'll do
Yeah.
both. I'll do both, because I think that would be kind of silly to expect people to want to click on all that shit.
No, that's okay. Actually, a full build guide, as long as you're following it more or less, um, all the way, it makes it really easy for me to tell what works for you and what doesn't. Although it doesn't tell me what you've got on right now, but that's not. Well, I wonder actually. Hold on. Can I see? Can I inspect you?
Ooh.
Invite to party. Whisper player. Edit note. Spectate. I can spectate you. No, that's not what I want.
I'm, what are you trying to view?
Ignore. Ignore. I was hoping that I could look at your character and see what you're wearing and stuff, but it won't let me do that.
Awkward.
I bet I could do it on the website, actually.
Oh, yeah, the Path of Exile website has all that stuff in it. In it.
In it?
In it. Green.
Characters. Oh, you have to link your character to your the site though, I think.
Hmm.
Switch character. Which character will I be? This one.
Oh, interesting.
god, this is a lot of work. I'm not going to fuck around with that infinitely. Gotta do some actual playing at some point.
Garage Archer. Okay, I guess I just...
I thought you said Garage Archer.
Garage Archer.
The old Garage Archer. You know the kind.
Sure. Oh. Nope, I did that wrong, didn't I? Okay. Yeah. Oh, I've got a dash. That's cute. Yeah, on my middle mouse. Yeah, that's the way I want to dash. You got it, video game.
I can't do this just yet.
Your video game is so smart sometimes.
Okay, that's probably what I want.
The single round challenger returns.
Damn, Trial Master, call me out. The single round challenger returns.
Jesus.
Shit, dude. Sorry I only did your shit once, man. I liked the reward that you were giving me.
Alright, I'm gonna go for slightly harder and hope to not die in here.
Nice.
I'm like 4 or 5, I think. I think I'm doing good, so... Oh, this guy's punching me and moving me, which is not good because I've got a lot of areas I don't want to walk into right now. So if you could fuck off, that would be super good. Oh, he just did a Kamehameha of blood, I think.
Nice.
Okay, you can only go so far. Alright, that was pretty good. What did I get here? Fancy hands. Ooh, I want to look at my fancy hands, sir. I don't know. What about
Your
this? Is
batteries
difficult for you to understand. Oh my god, Mapala's playing Invisible Ink. I love that game. Fuck. Can these guys stop attacking me? I just
Ooh.
want to...
2 chromatic orbs. Or Whispering Essence.
Alright, here we go.
Actually, I don't know. Let's do the trial. 'cause
Night's
I like killing
madness
stuff.
drains away all hope.
Ew. Do you you want this melee weapon for your archer build? Yeah. I think I'm just gonna walk
So
away.
be it.
Thank you.
As disappointing as it is.
Oh, it gives me both rewards. Ah. Trial Master. Yeah, I didn't realize.
Trial Master. Master of Trials.
That's way cooler than what I was thinking.
The noises are so good in this game.
They're very crunchy.
Yeah.
Alright, right click. It's that. It's that. Trunk. Yeah, sure.
Trunk Buster.
Oh, excuse you.
How are the zombies working out for you, Cross?
They're strong.
Yeah, I'm noticing out of the corner of my eye that you are destroying all which come before you.
Yep. I see them as like, I'm now a carrier, and they're like fighters. I have to keep myself alive and let them just do damage.
Makes sense.
Like,
Yeah, summons have been very strong in this since they got reworked.
That's all Shock wants to do with this game. She loves summoning things just so she doesn't have to click on anything.
Yeah, clicking on stuff in this game is pretty annoying, so I respect that.
Yeah. It's better for me because I don't, obviously I click for skeletons, but it's not as intense as like a melee build.
Yeah, I mean, you don't even have to click on the bodies. You can just click and it'll use the nearest one, right?
Yeah.
Righteous Fire was the best for that. You just like hold down right click and point in the direction you want to go, and all of your damage is that's there. I mean, to be fair, you had to drink quite a lot of potions. I used War Cries too, so it was involved for bosses, but other than that, mapping was easy. So easy that I just kind of like glazed over and stopped caring. Is this not where I want to be? Where am I? How did I fuck this up? Oh, weird. Why is this down here?
I feel weird about this mechanic because it's counting how many times you've won.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if like if you get to a certain number, you just starts cheating or something.
Oh, that's a good question. Might just be there for bragging rights, though.
Are you using sweep at all?
I am not. I'm actually gonna switch to spells next time.
Oh, I just
Ground Slam. I'll probably switch to Molten Strike sometime at the end of this. What do you call it? This or Infernal Blow, something with fire. More or less because I have to. The damage will probably be better.
I just found one that's high in quality. That's all.
Throw that in the box. Save it up. render all those things together. Rendering quality is always been okay. You just have to be okay at math for it to not be so annoying. Whew. Alright, I keep trying to switch tabs because I keep thinking it matters still.
Go for at least the third round this time?
First guy? Oak was the first guy, right?
So that's what I'm going for. I don't know if you can see it. I'm getting attacked as well. So this horde ability is a huge bonus.
What's that give you?
Movement speed, damage, attack speed, cast speed, and then chance the onslaught.
That sounds good.
Yeah, that's all my zombies. Oh no, it's all my minions, so everything I summon.
Hello.
Pretty strong.
Take care.
Yep. I think Act 3 is my weakest one, the one I don't like.
That makes sense.
I'm not sure why though.
In Act 3, don't you have a lot of enemies that start doing AoEs?
Yeah.
It could be it, just because you've got so many guys, all that damage gets multiplied, and it doesn't like they don't they can't really shield wall for you, right? Because it's hitting a whole area. So it makes sense that that would naturally be the place where your abilities would start to come up against some things that they found difficult. Although, I'm sure like your worst scenario won't be that bad.
Yeah, just I need to make sure I murder them before they start killing me.
Take care.
Whew.
Is there a way? What do I click to send something from my inventory to my stash? Like, not to drag it, but to just auto click it.
Hold click, or hold control and click.
A.
Feels good, man.
Nice.
Alright, where the fuck is Oak? Is Oak not in the riverways? Oh, he's not. He's in the wetlands, isn't he? Fucking hell. Oh wait, no, he should be in the riverways. I thought.
It should tell you where they are if you have the map up.
Should it?
Yeah, when you have the map up, you have the quest icons at the bottom. If you click on that, it tells you where the free locations are.
I should check my audio really quick, just for kicks.
Oh yeah, I'm in the wrong spot. Thank you. You gonna test your audio for funsies?
It's probably a good idea to see if I actually have audio coming through my stream.
It wouldn't hurt. Probably. Only a Sith deals in absolutes, right? We're Sultan to say stuff like that. Sultan said he was going to play, and I haven't seen him yet either. He's supposed to be off this whole weekend, too. He might be playing Valheim, or like having actual human relationships.
He's probably playing Valheim.
He's loving that Valheim, huh?
Yeah, that's great though. I'm glad he likes it.
Can I say something that might not be the nicest thing? I don't know. I don't mean it to be like that, but sometimes you will say something, and even like no, it doesn't matter what you think about it, it'll sound like what's the quality? That you're like really disappointed in that person.
Me personally?
Yeah, you specifically.
Yeah, I think I've noticed that you seem to misconstrue some things that I say sometimes as being either disappointed or I don't know. Like I genuinely
Oh
I
yeah, it might
genuinely
be
think
me.
because I've never well I don't know because my wife has a similar thing, but she thinks that I'm always trying to pick a fight with her. Like she'll say something. And I'll just straight up agree with her, and she'll be like, "Yeah, that's what I just said." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know, and I'm agreeing with you. What is the disconnect here? You said a thing, I agreed with it, and I don't know. Like, I don't know."
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I guess I'm just an enigma.
Wrapped in a riddle.
Yeah. Restless ground. Stormcaller runes. Runes appear that shock you. Okay, sure.
Lightning descends.
Ooh, those booties look a little smoother than the ones that I have.
Smooth booties.
Yeah.
Lightning gives little
Again.
warning.
And a ring. Oh, you shouldn't have.
Really nice of them.
Yeah. Oh, what the heck? Let's splurge.
Lightning always strikes twice.
Doesn't I have like a side quest to finish or something? Yeah, can I get my side quest? Oh, wait, I knew it actually.
I got my first full link.
I can't do this just yet.
Nice.
Congratulations. How does it feel? Tell the people at home.
The safe choice.
Almost pointless because I don't think I have 4 things I can put in there yet.
What do you get for boots? I've got movement speed and rarity. I don't know if you're getting any actual stats off of them. Oh, you actually linked it. So
Yeah,
yeah, those boots aren't amazing. Do you want some movement speed and rarity? I'll put it in the guild stash. Throw it away if you don't want it. Bam, easily done.
Yep.
Nice.
Axiom Perpetuum.
Yeah, I put that in earlier.
Oh, I know where it wants me to go.
Percent.
I'm still hungry. I had like a reasonably sized sandwich too. I kind of like need to be on a diet, but I also kind of don't want to.
Yeah.
A lot of diets don't work anyway.
Yeah, I usually when I do it, I just
That's the
straight up count calories. I wish that there were more modifiers for these trials. I feel like pretty much all I do is pick the ones with traps that I can avoid, and then it's just like, since I'm standing still anyway, it doesn't matter.
There's a lot. I've seen some crazy ones.
They're getting. there's
Like you can
more
get like a
coming.
Grim Reaper that follows you, and if it hits you like X amount of times, you're dead.
Oh, that's not
Oh
good.
yeah, the
I try to stay
ruin
alive
stacks or
whenever
whatever.
possible.
Yep. And if you upgrade it multiple times, I just assume like he one-shots you essentially.
What
Yeah.
in the fuck? They're not giving me any monsters to slay. What am I supposed to do? I just had to wait, I guess. Can you imagine this? This has got to be the worst fucking league for hardcore.
True.
Because
Would be
all
pretty
of
tough.
your rewards are entirely contingent on you doing something that you shouldn't. Although I guess you get to mitigate your risk. That's kind of nice, probably.
I was trying to think. Imagine 6 of us doing the death box.
Do I want the Orb of Regret? I think I'll do the Orb of Regret.
6 of us picking debuffs, and then all of us get individual loot at the end as well. Maybe like a loot fountain.
That sounds like fun.
Cool. Little crustaceans they added to the flooded depths that jump out of the water and slap you.
Ah, that's cool, right?
Yeah. It's good stuff.
It reminds me of Diablo's. Oh fuck! I don't know if they were sewers or waterways or what, but in Act 3, those little things that came out of the water. Did you play Diablo 2?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay, so you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Little snake worm things.
Yeah.
It's cool. I can't wait for the remaster. That's gonna be fun.
I don't know if I'm gonna like I kind of don't want to play it just because Blizzard's been an absolute piece of shit for a while now. So I'm
Do
very
you really not
conflicted.
have a phone?
I mean, not even with that, like banning that kid because he said he supported democracy for China, like that kind of shit. It's disturbing.
Yeah.
And then the absolute bullshit that is Diablo 4. We were totally making it the entire time, and we just didn't want to say anything before we had more information. And I don't know, that just
Sorry,
give me a
what? I
fucking
don't
break.
think I followed that one.
They claimed to have been working on Diablo 4 for an extended time, and I kind of don't believe that they had any kind of nearly constructed product for Diablo 4. So, like, when Diablo Immortal was announced, people were upset because it was a mobile game, as they should be, and then, yeah, it was just...
I wonder if anybody actually played that.
I don't know. I haven't heard anything about it. I don't know anything about Diablo Immortal.
I probably quietly scrapped the project.
I mean, I wouldn't be too surprised. But they were just catering to a Chinese market to such an extent that it was extremely uncool.
Yes?
Yeah, I mean, I agree, but I feel like it's just we've been on the other end of that for so long.
Take care.
Like, we make things for ourselves. I guess there's not a lot of people out there making stuff for an American audience who aren't us already.
You managed to kill a grand.
I don't know what that's like.
Farewell.
I mean, how do you feel about China in general? If you think that catering to a Chinese audience is criticism worthy.
I'm not. I mean, I'm not very educated on the subject, but it doesn't seem like China's in a position that I approve of, I guess.
Sure.
I'm
Um,
glad I don't
not to
live there.
push too hard, but can you give me like a couple examples, just broadly? I'm just curious. I don't know. I'm making conversation, and like this is as
It
spicy
seems
as it's gonna
like
get.
there's a lot of censorship that's occurring with censorship and propaganda, and I know you can say that about the States, but it seems to be disturbingly obvious in China. Like,
I don't know if we have a lot of censorship here. I mean, during Trump time, the whole like press not being able to, like the keeping things from the press and not holding the normal press briefing seemed pretty fucked up. But like people were still allowed to say what they wanted, right?
true.
Yeah. That's one thing I don't think that you could really say about our country. I don't think that we're. Well, maybe not. I mean, we don't allow certain kinds of speech, right? We are pretty, what do you call it? Progressive? Like, we wouldn't let people say, like, we probably wouldn't let people say racist stuff or homophobic or like, what, here in America?
I mean, like on the internet, in the White House, because there's a lot of racism. We wouldn't let people say racist stuff. Like,
Well, I mean in the workplace, so like legally
Okay.
speaking, why am I locking myself in frequently? Like legally speaking, we do actually prohibit a bunch of speech, now that I think about it.
well, that's the thing. People think freedom of speech means you can say whatever you want. It means that you can, but there will be consequences depending on what you say. Like, it's not so much. It's not so much that there will be no consequences, I guess. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I guess, but you have to recognize that people have to work. Like everybody has to have a job and a way to make money. Although, like you know, the next thing you might say is like, okay, well, just don't espouse your opinions at work in a public space like that. I think that's probably the mature way to approach it. I don't have any problem with that. But like, I feel like anytime I have a conversation like that with people from Europe, not necessarily like in Great Britain, the UK, that's the most broad way to approach it. But like when I talk to the people from the UK, I don't feel like our cultures are super different. But like talking to Kitty and Mouse or any of the people who were, or like Via, anybody who's been like further afield in Europe, they almost like make fun of Americans for like being really sensitive about things people say. Like in The Witcher, there are these enemies, right? And they sound like, you remember how like in Valheim you have like those neck enemies?
Yeah.
Yeah. So these enemies are called neckers. They're like that. And they were, when the first time they said it, I was like, holy crap, what did you just say? And they were like, oh yeah, I see. I was like, you guys should be careful how you pronounce that. And they're like, ah, stupid American. What does it even matter? I was like, Jesus Christ, dude, is that legitimately your opinion? Like,
I think I kind of understand that because there are, like even now that I've gotten into TikTok, there are some really kind of weirdly obsessive videos about that kind of stuff where people will like trap you into saying a phrase and then they'll have in their video, oh, now play this audio backwards, and then it like makes them sound racist because of like this nonsense garble of words that they've strung together. And it's like, oh, that person's racist because they said they were talking about Brian Reagan stand-up comedy, and if you play Reagan backwards, it sounds like a racist, and it's just like, come on, people, what? Are you seriously obsessing over this?
yeah, I think that there's probably some middle path where like we are responsible, but also, you know,
Yeah.
you allow people some freedom, some room to have opinions that are different than yours, and some room to be abrasive, but not so much room that there's no room for anybody else. It's trickier than just either telling people they can't say or do anything, or letting people do whatever they want. But it's probably worth the effort, right? Alright, that's as far as this conversation maybe can go without while being casual.
Well, the thing is, this conversation's just been had a million times over at this point. I feel like with, yeah, and I don't know. I don't feel like I can, as somebody who fully understands that he's not very educated in a lot of the stuff that's going on. I don't even know if I'm not gonna add anything meaningful to this.
So, okay, let me ask you a meta question then. If you can be aware that there is gaps in your knowledge, right? Like if you believe like you're not particularly well educated about a topic like this, but nevertheless you have to act upon some doctrine, right? Like for example, oh man, I don't want to pick like a supercharged example like that could be specific that would catch you out or something like that, or like accidentally sound bad. But for example, oh, here's a good one. Okay, Lindsay was telling me the other day that one of the things that she's heard in corporate America, or I guess corporate adjacent, is that it's better you should say partner when you're referring to your wife or husband or other human.
Mm-hmm.
So that it normalizes like gay relationships, right? So like, I guess so that they don't have to like out themselves by saying husband if they've got a husband and are a guy, or I don't actually understand it. It just feels like people should just be okay with you saying whatever you've got. But like there are different ways to think about that, and then you have to say something, right? When the time comes, you've got to refer to that person.
Right.
Like you would have to refer to Shock, for example, as like your girlfriend or fiance or whatever you've got, or just your partner. How do you decide what to do there?
Okay, so that's funny that you bring this up because when I was in college, I had a teacher who referred to her partner as her partner. And that got me thinking about this exact conversation of, like, she just outed herself as homosexual, or, you know, that I guess, you know, she could be bisexual. She just confirmed for us that she is dating somebody who is not traditionally of a male gender. And yeah, it got me thinking about that kind of stuff, and I actually have referred to my wife as my partner on occasion, but I don't think it's, and I get where Lindsay's going with it. I don't know if it's something that we need to normalize, the idea of calling somebody our partner. I think it's something that is acceptable, though. Like, I think it's fine, but yeah, also we need to just kind of be okay with people saying, oh, by the way, I'm like my boyfriend, I'm a dude, and then my boyfriend, like, we need to just that can be okay. It needs to all be okay.
I agree with you. I agree with you there. That like, honest to God, the answer pretty much always has to be like finding a way to be smart in every situation, and to probably be a little flexible, maybe even if somebody is doing something that could be better, not like setting them on fire, or like, you know, giving people opportunities to learn, or giving, you know, learning yourself without feeling too bad or getting ostracized.
Yeah, well, like, people need, on the other end, the people who are hearing these words need to, like, it's kind of on them to interpret.
Farewell.
Something like, geez. So, yeah, I've told you that I lived in a racist, section of Michigan. There was a lot of, like, KKK stuff going on where I grew up, and it's pretty uncool, of course. And because of that, it's just a bunch of white people in this city, and they don't know like what it's like to be surrounded by black people and be the only white person in the room. So I had a girlfriend at the time, and she referred to I can't remember what the conversation was. This was 15 years ago.
Sure.
But she referred to black people as colored people, and the thing is, when she said that, I told her I don't think they generally, I don't think people of color generally prefer to be called that. But I understood, as somebody hearing that she wasn't trying to be cruel when she said that. She like that, and that's on me for understanding the situation, for taking a chance and saying, well, maybe she's not being cruel. It doesn't sound like she's trying to be racist. It sounds like she just doesn't know any better. So I think the people on the receiving end need to be a little more understanding of when people say things like that. When, like, if I told somebody I were transgender, like, people might be surprised to hear that, because it's not a very common thing to hear, or it's not very common to meet somebody who's transgender, and people are going to stumble a bit, and everybody needs to be okay with people stumbling with these kinds of things, because it's news scenarios. It's, you know, something that now that we have the internet, which has connected all of the world, people are going to eventually phase out this kind of surprise when they hear people saying all these things, that they're
What a lovely day!
you know, that they are of a non-binary gender, you know, just eventually people will kind of naturally become more comfortable with it, I feel
Sure, yeah.
like. But I think telling people, I guess going back to the idea of normalizing partner, for the word partner, for the sake of making people who aren't actually in a heterosexual relationship feel more comfortable is, that's your choice. If you want to do that, go for it. I don't think it's a bad choice. I don't think it's something cruel to do. And it's actually something, like I kind of said, that I've done before. But it's more out of, I was doing it more out of the fact that Shock, my partner, and I have, well, yeah, she identifies as a female, I identify as a male. The issue is that we're not legally married, and the idea of marriage with us, for me, has been very weird, because marriage is it's a religious construct, and I don't know, like, I've been kind of hesitant on why I should get married for a religion that I don't follow. But at the same time, like, there are legal benefits to it, so I kind of think that's a good idea for those reasons. Yeah.
Sure.
But I don't know. Like,
Why can't I
It's so-
use my fucking... Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with my bestiary
me too.
right now.
I've forgotten exactly where I'm going. If anybody's watching my stream, they're probably like, "What is this idiot doing?"
To just, like,
So we're just
click
running
over.
around. But yeah, it's like we're not legally married, but we are in the committed relationship, and
Ah.
we're not married under the house of God, because we're not religious, so I don't know.
This is irritating. They used to just fill this, I thought.
I forget how this works. Where do I go after this? Do I have a quest I have to turn in? Is that it?
The 3-round challenger returns.
I think I don't have enough stuff, probably. Let's go with that. Let's go with I don't have enough stuff.
Vengeance is cold indeed.
2 fucking 20 already. I feel like I've been up all day.
Death's cold grip is inescapable. Hate begets hate.
Yeah, I guess the Trial Master stuff is kind of interesting because it does just throw a bunch of like random stuff at you. I don't know. I kind of like him.
Ruin seeks you.
I can't do this just yet.
Interesting.
So what episode are you guys gonna record today? Theoretically.
No defense will be enough.
Maybe Phasmophobia episode?
Corey, are you there?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
I hear both of you, so I'm confused.
Oh, sorry, it's a phasmophobia joke.
You played the game well,
Oh,
Callum.
okay.
Enjoy
Sorry.
the fruits of
Funny
your labor
stuff.
and your skill.
Yeah, it was really one of my best. As you can tell.
I've never played that game. I'm guessing that's what happens when the radios go out or someone dies.
I don't know. My understanding from what I hear when people play is that they just shout some random fucking name and ask if they're in the room and can they hear me.
I feel like I've seen footage of that game. I feel like I'll be very bad at the game because I'm how can I put this without sounding dumb? The fear you have in the game helps you play it correctly. I feel like I'd be bad because I'd just be standing there laughing instead of running away, you know?
Oh, yeah, maybe. I don't really play horror games. I don't do good with the fear.
I don't think it's a horror game.
I'm in the same boat.
It's, I mean, I guess I get why people are spooked by it, but I'm usually running around asking the ghost to send me feet pics and slide into my DMs, and it's not that spooky.
Has the ghost ever slid into those DMs?
Not that I'm aware of.
Oh, but they are ghosts, so you might not even notice that they're
Yeah,
there.
they might just be invisible. Yeah.
You just get like this weird picture of like the ground. It's a ghost foot pic. You just couldn't see. Fucking tragic. You know, I would really like to meet somebody who is into feet. I think that would be an interesting conversation.
All right.
No, I just like it's so foreign to me, but not not understandable. Just like I think it would be interesting to query that person. Because like okay, so I don't know how traditional or like quote unquote normal I would be, but like I generally like the round bits, right? So like I like a nice butt and some boobies, and it's nice when I can see them easily. Then like I feel like it's pretty easy to tell, even if that's not what you're into. Like it's easy to tell like when those are properly shaped, right? And like what an attractive person of that kind looks like, right? Just like I can kind of get
Take care.
which guys are more or less attractive, like traditionally without being interested, right? So like when I go to the beach, like that's a pretty good situation for me, right? There's lots of different people there. Usually they're more or less in their underwear, but we're all pretending like it's a swimsuit, so it's fine, you know. And there've got to be situations like that for people who are into feet, right? But like not just the beach, like I'm
Yeah.
trying to think like what's a good example of a time where people like take their
I mean,
shoes
just
off
in the
or something like that?
summertime, I guess, when people are wearing
Oh,
sandals.
with flip flops, yeah. You know, I bet that there's a lot of non-obvious stuff like that. It would just be like interesting to have a frank conversation. And like, or like, because like in a situation like that, like I feel like most people aren't into feet, right? So like you start dating somebody,
Hello.
maybe you marry them, and like at a certain point, are you like, do you just reveal like,
Goodbye.
hey, listen, I'm really into feet, or like, do you just gotta go? You just have to like quietly enjoy feet on your own. Like, what is it like to bring that up to a person for the first time? Like, hey, you know,
Well, I think the
Feet for me,
interesting
dog.
thing is, like, what do you do with feet? Like,
I don't know.
That's right. Like, because like you can grab a butt, and you can grab some boobies, but what do you do with the feet? Like, you just you
grab
kiss
a
it,
foot, I guess.
suck on some toes. I mean, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah. At this point, I'd like to encourage anybody in my chat to put channel points into my show feet goal. It's still live on my channel. I'm not kidding. I've had that for like 6 months. It's for 999,999,999 points. I think it would
Do
get
you
me
feel
banned.
like how many? Wait, you can get banned for that?
I don't know. Somebody said something about somebody was in my chat and they said, "Oh, so once that gets fed, you'll just have your channel banned." Like, I don't know. I don't know if that's a weird thing or what. I guess
feel like you could be able
context.
to show your feet without getting banned, even if it was a sexual thing. You'd be like, these are feet, my guy. There are not enough people out there getting off on this for it to be like really TOS, is it? Maybe I don't know. I guess if
never know.
one Twitch executive were really into feet and he saw how flagrantly erotic it is, maybe they would just make the call and be like, "No, you don't understand. Get your sexy feet off my platform, you disgusting sex not positive word." Had to stop myself there. I'm like, hold on. There's got to be a way to finish this joke safely.
Didn't someone get banned recently for something similar?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to Twitch
Probably.
drama usually. I don't even watch much. I watch Destiny, and that's like pretty much it. And then like occasionally people I know.
Was definitely thinking that you were gonna say, "I watched Destiny's Child." Where?
Actually-
No, he's like a semi-political streamer.
I watch a lot
debate
of
boy.
Twitch.
Oh, really?
Sorry, what'd you say, Cross?
I watch like a lot of Twitch, like maybe like 50 hours a week or something.
Oh,
Fucking
jeez.
Like it's your job here.
You watch it while you're playing video games, probably.
Sometimes. Obviously I watch Critical Role, that's like usually like 3 hours. And the rest of it's on like NoPixel.
What's
that
the
is-
pixel? I don't know what that is.
GTA 5 roleplay server.
Oh, fucking Val was really into that.
I
You
watched
guys
it.
probably are in the same chat there.
Well. That's the one that's not on in the Discord anymore.
That's
no,
correct.
no. She did the bad.
And that group is the one that likes playing like Stardew Valley and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, they're also Stardew Valley people. Yeah, it's really too bad. Like they served like a good niche in the community, but like, at this point, there's no coming back from that.
Yeah. It's like pretty good at the minute because a lot of the big streamers jumped over. So it's like this is like the second boom that I've seen. The only issue is there's a lot of toxic people at the minute.
Nah.
Within Twitch?
This is
Or-
worse than MOBA stuff.
what community are you talking about though? Like Twitch in general?
Twitch in general, it's hit or miss depending on where you are. But like
My fans
the
in
no
Orient will
pixel
barely
at the
recognize
minute is really bad. It's not usually this bad.
Jeez.
I can't go into great detail.
You could.
I'll just say that someone who's playing now on the server, who modded League of Legends or Dota 2 for 5 years, says it's like 10 times worse at the minute.
Jeez. League of Legends is like a big part of the reason that I just felt like a piece of shit for like 3 years straight.
Really? Wow.
It's pretty toxic community.
Oh, that sucks.
The last 2 times I played League of Legends, the second to last match, I got my ass handed to me, and I like knew it was gonna happen. The guy counterpicked the character I was playing, and I told my team, "Hey, I'm gonna try to not totally feed. This is," which was dumb on my part, because that's just like, oh, okay, now we know who to be a dick to. Like, I just invited it, so that was my bad. But my team made it so much worse because they quit playing the game when I was slightly behind, and they were just typing on their keyboard the entire match. So we lost. Like, not because of me, because everybody else on my team was doing fine, but then they stopped to type on their keyboard messages about all. I can't even remember exactly what
It
they
was
said,
me,
but
I'm getting it.
yeah. So that was the second to last match that I did in League. The last match I did, I completely annihilated my opponent. Like, I destroyed him. I swooped into other lanes. I don't know how much you two know about League, but
I don't know anything.
I was playing a character called Quinn, who is noted for having crazy mobility, and I was flying across the map, killing absolutely everything, and my team proceeded to rage at me for being somebody on a Smurf account, which is an account where,
I know what a Smurf account
like, a
is.
secondary account, yeah. So, like, they all got angry at me, and they said, report him for smurfing, and it was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. That, like, one of my teammates was being killed by an enemy player, and I swooped in and saved him. He had 1% of his life, and the enemy had a full health bar, and I swooped in. I jumped in and saved his life, and he went off about how I stole his kill.
Well, shouldn't have stole his kill. That seems pretty open and shut to me.
But yeah,
I've always
that's
hated that term.
kill stealing.
It used a team game, right?
Yeah, that's the thing is, what are you talking about? Like, I didn't give it to the enemy. But yeah, that's when I knew I needed to be done with the game. When it didn't matter how well or how poorly I did, people were gonna rage at me. It's like, yeah, I'm done with this.
Just competitive games in general are like that. I try never to play competitive games against people I don't know. That's always a fucking nightmare.
I wonder if League is particularly toxic because of the format where you, when you respawn, you have to basically run back out to the field, which can take about, I don't know, 30 seconds to run from home base back out to the field. So you click once to go to your location with your mouse, and you're just sitting there for 30 seconds. And what else are you going to do with that 30 seconds but be a complete piece of shit to everybody in the match, you know?
Oh shit. Yeah, you're right actually.
I kind of
That's
wonder.
a pretty open and shut case right there.
Kind of wonder if anybody's done like any, like, there could definitely be some like sociological experiments done based around the concept of League of Legends and how toxic the community is. faux show.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
And the idea, Cross is saying that that these communities have gotten even worse or are worse than League of Legends 5 years ago. That's awful. And I'm kind of not too surprised, just based on like yesterday when we were logging into when we were trying to log into Path. It was such a shitstorm of people just bitching about it. And I understand, like, hey, I want to play a video game, and I'm really passionate about Path of Exile, and I'm having a hard time logging in, just like everybody else. But, like, it was ridiculous how just filled with garbage chat was yesterday. I did not expect that from the Path of Exile community.
I'll be back in 1 second.
Shua.
You won.
To like cut you off, like I want to like ping pong
not
back and
get
like you know
ahead of yourself.
get you juiced
No.
up and keep that going, but I also have to be right back.
Shua. Crust, do you know if I identify an item and then sell it, is it worth more when it's identified?
You get different things. Like unidentified will give you, I forget what it's called. It's, I think you can see, you can put it and it'll show you what it'll give you. So if you put one in that's unidentified and then identify it and then see what you get, it's 2 different items.
Okay.
Because you get items based on the attributes as well. Actually, I think I can give an example of what I meant. So let's say on the server, you're a cop, you're streaming, you have, let's say about 200 viewers, you're doing great. And then you run across a bigger streamer, let's say someone who's bigger, I'm not going to say names obviously, and then he does a crime. He gets arrested for that crime. About 2,000 pissed off fans jump into your chat, spewing hate and death threats.
Yep.
Your stream is done for the day. Well, more like a week, but that's what's been happening at the minute because of the boom.
Jeez.
And that's just one example which I've seen, and that happens like twice a day. More than twice a day, but yeah.
So just cults of people who follow streamers being shitty towards people for the wrong reason.
Yep. Like, all I need to say is if you're going to be a criminal on a server like that, you should get caught. You know, you got caught, you know, just have fun with it, you know, you don't need to, because if they get salty or if they get upset or they get angry, they vent to their chat, and their chat will then vent to the person who caused this. So
Yeah.
there's certain steps you can take to avoid it, so, or mitigate it at the, you know, at the very least.
Yep, that's the world we live in, I guess.
But how bad was the path thing last night then?
The toxicity?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, all I could see was like the general or global chat, it's called in Path, and like every time I logged in, and I only logged in for like 10 minutes at a time, people were they were just like, oh, they're rolling back, they gotta roll back the servers, and oh, this is absolute garbage, and I mean, it just like, it was just a constant spew of people saying things don't work, and like GGG is gonna, like, I mean, there weren't any necessarily threats, but it was like GGG is going to go under for this kind of thing. Like, I mean, maybe some of it was sarcastic, but it really didn't seem that way in the context. But now it seems fine, now that people can actually get into the game. People are just so goddamn sensitive.
I don't
Like-
think that's the Path community. That feels like a competitive game found out what was happening and they all just jumped in to make it look bad.
Yeah, I don't know. It could have been anything, really, you know? That's the magic of the internet. It could have been anything.
Yep. Mass anonymity.
Mm-hmm.
The storm approaches.
So you know something I've been craving to try is a VR headset.
Hell yeah, man. They're pretty amazing.
I was super thinking or hoping to push towards maybe like a flight sim game with one of those on would be pretty good.
Yeah, you don't have to go very far to find something amazing in VR, to be honest. If you get a VR headset, there are first of all a handful of free games that you can try out if you want a new experience. The one that I've probably played the most is VR Chat. Are you familiar with VR Chat?
I am familiar with VR chat, yes.
So that's kind of the asshole of the virtual reality world, but it exists. But there's still, when my buddies and I would do VR stuff together, we would explore and try and find some very interesting worlds in VR Chat. And I found some mind-blowing, like, beautiful worlds that I could explore, that I could interact with. There's one in particular that I really enjoyed, where you spawn into the map and you're in like a living room, like a really chill kind of setting. There's like a house plant next to you and some couches and a TV. Just like really, really calm colors. It's nothing crazy. And I had my buddy. I said, okay, we're gonna go to this world and we're gonna mess with your settings and stuff, and we're gonna make sure that you've got your audio balanced and all of this stuff. So we did that. We set up and we were in this living room for like 10 minutes or so while he was organizing all of his settings. And I said, all right, dude, why don't you go over and turn the TV on? And he walked over to the TV, and the wall behind the TV opened, and it opened to a night sky that was like loaded with stars, and in the distance was a gigantic, bright, glowing orb. Like, it's just the most mind-blowing stuff. And you can step through the wall and just like walk for like half a mile out to this gigantic glowing orb in the sky, and everything's trippy. There's like an after effect of well, yeah, you can do a lot of stuff with the worlds that you build in that game, but yeah, it's just one of the coolest things. Even if you don't have a lot of games in mind and you want to get a VR setup, if you can get one, if you can afford to get it, then I'd recommend a Vive of some sort.
I'll see how much I have left after my move.
Mm-hmm. And you know that the Oculus Rift is paired with Facebook, right?
I don't have Facebook.
You would have to have Facebook if you did, if you got an Oculus Rift, because Facebook bought it. So, like, keep that in mind when you're making your decision on which headset you want to get. Because I feel really bad for all the people who started VR and they originally bought an Oculus Rift, and then Facebook bought it and was like, oh, if you want to use our product, gotta tie it to your Facebook account and do all this. Like, I don't know if it's very extensive what you have to do with it, but it just sounds like bullshit. Like, we need all the information we can have on you, and we need you to tie it to your Facebook account.
That sounds pretty gross. I'm not gonna lie.
It's very sad. I'm really glad I didn't get an Oculus just because of that, because I don't use my Facebook. I have a Facebook, but I have it because, like if my grandma doesn't get a hold of me in a while and she doesn't respond to my texts, I can get on Facebook at least and, like, try and see if the family is, it helps me check in on people sometimes if I need to.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Time is your enemy.
Oh shit. Playing the wrong game. I pressed S to go up.
Oh, that's not how this works.
Wah, wah.
So I'm ordering food, that's why.
Ah,
I had to
that
go to the
sounds
bathroom
good.
and I'm ordering food.
Your artery
That
is
sounds really
I
good.
tried to wake up Lindsay to see if she wanted food, but she didn't. Should I order a cheese? Oh, boring people. Sorry. She's one of those people who likes cheese, so like maybe some of the
Oh man,
totally
I need
normal and fine thing to do.
I need to wake up Shaq. Or no, wait. I think Shaq is playing. I think she's playing a video game right now. Okay, but yeah, we need to get some food.
The storm
thought she wanted
comes
to play this.
swiftly.
I don't know what
can't
Shaq
do
wants
this
to
just
do right
yet.
now, but I don't care. I want food.
True. You gotta eat, right?
She's probably in my chat right now. The bread that I made the other night turned out so good.
I'm really glad that you said good.
Practice makes perfect.
Glad that what?
That you said good.
Oh yeah.
Because you made it so something, and it was gonna be something, regardless. Oh fuck! I'm hitting the wrong button. That's why.
The bread I made the other day turned out so Raven.
That's so Raven.
Stray too far and
Right.
find pain.
Gotta quit my. Why the fuck can't I use my axe? Hold on now. I don't have the dexterity to have this. It requires level 24. What?
You change gear.
I don't think so.
Yeah, so if you have like Dex on the ring or something, and then you switch it out, and like a gem or a
Well,
weapon.
no, I get that. I just don't know if I did. I guess I must have.
Yeah, probably.
Shit. Alright, well, fucking.
Because it doesn't let you level up or put something on unless you have the skills. So like, yeah.
Alright, what's happened here? I mean, it's
Oh.
17 dexterity. Wow, that's. I have very little dexterity, it turns out.
So wait, so it only goes up to 5, the Trial Master? I thought it went up a little more than that.
No, I don't think so. As
Bummer,
evidenced by
man.
it stopping after 5.
Yeah. When it did that,
That was what tipped me off.
yeah, same.
Oh, what the fuck is my
Cool.
big poofy sweater that I like wearing that I had on earlier?
That's really cool though, because I just got a friggin' legendary amulet out of that. That's I can dig this.
Nice. Good job, dude. Tragic.
Now whenever I approach this Trial Master, hopefully he's like, "Hello, big swinging dick man," instead of "Hello, you've done like 2 in a row."
I do hope he calls you Swingy Dick Man, though. That
Big
would be
swingy dick man. Hell yeah.
that would be great. I don't seem to be able to add. You know what I need is this gem. Oh, I know what I can do. All right, I know. Refund this point over here, and then I'll get this, and then I will add this handy plus 20 to dexterity gem, that I just happen to have laying around, and then
so,
we're
is it,
fucking good to go.
so is it the weapon or a gem?
Oh, it was the. It must have been the weapon. I don't know why the weapon would suddenly require 17 dex. Oh, it was the weapon. I have so little dexterity that I must have had it on the ring, like plus 2 on the ring or something.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
So I just would say, like, obviously be very careful if you're leveling a gem up, because if you switch your gear, you then lose the chance to use that gem until.
Do you guys level up your movement skills at all?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Now that you mention it, I don't know if I can know why. Because they just cost more, right?
Yeah, that's what I.
And it's
that's
not like
what I
I'm doing
usually-
damage with them. I'm not like
They
getting a
do
huge
power.
bonus off of it.
Like the one I'm using, cast speed goes up, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's probably it.
But there are some skills you don't want to level up too much, just in case you want to do cast on damage taken stuff.
Yeah, cast on damage for sure, the big one. Oh, whoops, I said.
I really like the build that I have right now. Like, I've forgotten entirely what my original plan was, but this is just kind of fun stuff. I
Are
don't
you
know.
using a bow?
I'm using a bow. So I've got the two things that I do. I have the puncture, and then I have the archer that gets summon the archer every time I use puncture. So he pops up and starts shooting things with puncture whenever I use puncture. And then I've just got like a flat AoE from Galvanic Arrow, and it's just like it works. I don't know. I like it.
That's what it's all about, man.
I'll probably get bored of it eventually, but it's pretty cool that this game still... Well, I know they added a bunch of gems to the game too since, you know, the 2 years ago that I played.
Like it was yesterday.
Yeah, the game seems to be a lot smoother. It seems to look better too, but I think I might have been playing on my previous PC when I first started playing this, so that would make sense. That PC was built in 2010, I think, so...
It's about 10 years old now.
Yeah.
Solaris Temple, this guy. This guy is zipping around, Mr. Zippy.
Ah.
Mr. Zippy. What level am I? Oh, I'm 24. I think I'm pretty close to being able to get Wreath. I won't be able to use it right away because it'll kill me, but... It's like Righteous Fire, I don't think you can just slap it on.
Oiled Vest? That doesn't sound like something I should want to wear.
Well, I mean, I think it's not like oil. It's not oily vest. It's a vest that's been oiled, but it's supple. It's supple leather.
Supple?
I hope you have enjoyed your
Supple
That,
leather.
that sounds a lot more
Strong,
appealing.
but given. Who the fuck is Peter? I was like gonna wait for him. He went to the store and then I got hit by a truck or something, I guess.
Oh no. You went to the store to buy milk, easy, or lottery tickets.
Oh, he's never coming back. Daddy!
Oh, is the duelist... What's the primary stat for the duelist? Is that a thing in this game? The primary stats? Does it
Almost
depend?
everything is like the class is a lot more. Your skill is your class, really. And then the duelist or the marauder, that's like a... kind of like your twist on it. So it's more about what skill you're using. So like you would be a puncture first, like duelist second, kind of thing.
Okay.
But for a duelist, it's either strength or dexterity. What the real question is, what kind of defense am I? So like as a duelist, you're probably gonna be either armor or evasion. You could do a little bit of both, but you're probably
Okay.
better advised to do
Yeah.
one or the other. Defense stacking is super important. I pretty much exclusively play armor characters. I try to do it other ways, and I'm not that smart. I don't understand how evasion
avoid
is.
the miasma.
Scares me.
So those death boxes are getting scary at my stage.
Fucking believe it. I can't wait to start dying to them all the time when I have to use my life to cast my spells.
Rare is the
I can't do
breath
this.
Although it
of
should be really good
Legendary.
players, so we'll see. It's probably going to be a terrible script. I mean, like, Just right out of the gate. It's good. The last time I played a brand new skill was Crackling Lance, and that was a stinker of a skill. Oh my god. I was leveling up with Arc, and then as soon as I got Crackling Lance, I was like, I just want to play Arc.
The
What is this
vapors
shit?
are inescapable.
Arc is very fun. Arc Totem, or just casting it, is really fun.
I've never been a big fan of totems or mines or any other. I just like self-cast. Although, like, maybe it's because I play a lot of attack builds.
Righteous Fire Totems can be really funny. It's like the totems like melt themselves instead of you, essentially.
It's kind of fun.
Lightning descends.
Oh god. Oh god. This is old. So many scraps.
Lapis amulet.
Lapis.
I mean, that's just not as good as the one that I have right now. This gives 23 intelligence, though.
If you find anything that's really good stat-wise, sometimes it's good to just put it in the back pocket. Just in case you end up being too stupid to wear your own stuff. It's happened to me before.
I like my legendary amulet, I think, so I'm just gonna
So be it.
walk out of this
As
one.
disappointing as it is.
Man, 4 Orbs of Chance. I feel like fucking rich playing this game now.
Right?
I'm not used to picking all these goodies up. Where's a bow?
I believe in traveling light.
Yeah, I have yet to even use any of my currency. I'm so used to, just selling them, so I forget that I can actually build stuff if I want.
Got all this stuff. There's just so much stuff.
Yeah, you know what is actually a super fun skill? You guys ever play Flicker Strike?
No.
Yes.
It's like giving up on life. You just hold down right click and let the game play itself.
Oh, you know what? I'm lying. I have played Flicker Strike. Is that the how does that one work? I think I had it on
have
a shadow.
the ability that teleports you
Yep.
and to hit the nearest enemy, and it has a long cooldown that you can get away from by getting a frenzy charge, by using a frenzy charge. And the way that people play it is they put multi-attack on it, so that you attack 3 times, so you get 3 blinks out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then they do something that will give them frenzy charges when they hit. So there's Oro's Sacrifice and the Terminus Est. Terminus Est being a reference to one of my favorite books of all time and very widely unknown Book of the New Sun, which
Battlefield
my
Earth.
Twitch name is a reference to, in part. And Oro's Sacrifice being just like a fun way to set things on fire and jump around.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
it's good. You just start teleporting. You just teleport to the nearest enemy and you go do 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 do. Nothing personal, kid. And then you like hit 18 different guys. You like move across the map really fast. The only problem is like you have no idea. You don't have any control. You don't know where you're going. If something good drops, you've got to like stop and like reorient yourself and try and find out where it went. It was really good for me because my eyes were so bad though. As long as I didn't look at the screen too hard, I just let my eyes go and focus. It was really nice. Just listen for the drop sounds. It's okay at bosses too, actually. Where are you at right now, Cordy? You're heading up to the climb right now?
Yeah, in that area. I'm at Lionized Watch presently for the sake of selling a bunch of crap.
Gotcha.
Depositing all these goodies.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Take care.
But yeah, I'm really glad I got these extra stash hits when I did. Especially the, what is it? The, currency specific stash.
Oh,
Very
you couldn't
good.
live without that now.
Yeah. I'm really
That
happy
would
I
be
did
too
that.
much. Trying to fucking take all those piles of money and like put them together. I don't know. Seems like a lot.
Yes?
What game's lagging out? So I ordered some
God hasn't
pizzas.
abandoned us.
Yeah, I should run upstairs and command my partner to make the pizza.
Very topical.
Or order a pizza, I should say. Order her to make a
Where's the
pizza.
where's the old shock today? Jack?
She's off work today, so she's just chilling. Chilling at home. Wow, why did I identify this? What's wrong with me? It was a waste.
Well, how did you know it was a waste until I identified it?
Well, I can see that it only has one socket
True.
for one. Yeah.
Well, you can use the jeweler's orb on that. That might be your best item forever.
It's just not good though. It's a blue. I don't know. It's just not good.
You got
I've
me
been
there.
waiting.
Oh, what happened? Oh. Sir? The fawn. I'm killing the fawn right now, so that's exactly where I am.
Sometimes you gotta.
Rescuing what's her name? Navali.
Thank you for free.
I like Navali. I like that whole.
She's alright. Oh, I forgot we have little bases. We have little bases. That's cool. I need to check mine out.
Yeah, I haven't really put any work into mine. I just like throw the stuff on the ground, like yay, crafting.
It's to be
I've
a
never really
cage
been
fight
like
then.
that enticed
I can
by
live with that.
customization or like in-game housing or anything like that. I don't know why.
In
People seem to
this-
really like it. In anything.
this game? In anything?
Yeah. I'm glad that people like it though. For sure.
I wish they didn't.
You wish they didn't like it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
It angers me.
Okay, okay. Tell me more. Tell me more about your
You know,
anger.
well, I mean, you know, to each his own.
Well, hold on now.
You had to be
How
there.
angry are you if you're willing to live and let live?
Well, no, I mean, you know, as angry as I need to be.
Decide.
Like
Pick a
several
side.
angers.
How angry are you?
I'm like several angers deep into it, man.
Okay. Alright, well, as long as you're committed.
Alright, bronze monograph. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, this is like, oh my god. Is the labyrinth, is it called the labyrinth? Is the labyrinth
The
still an
labyrinth, yeah.
absolute pain in the ass?
Yes. As far as I know.
I just like confused myself. I clicked on a bone pile and I expected to get a pile of bones. Because I've been
Oh, yeah?
playing too much, too much Valheim, I guess.
Makes sense. I get where you're coming from.
Are you picking up what I'm putting down?
I'm not a thief, if that's what you're asking. I generally, if somebody like puts something down, I leave it where I found it. You know,
Fair enough.
it's just the right thing to do.
I feel really strong though, I'm not gonna lie. Like with With regards to how I've played in the past, like I've never had, I don't think I've gotten a legendary this quick, like before level 10. I don't recall. Maybe I have, and it's just been a while. I don't know.
Hard to say, right? When is pizza gonna be here? I'm not actually hungry.
Ooh.
I know I ordered it like 5 minutes ago, but come on.
I wonder what kind of... Yeah,
oh,
we
shit,
got.
it's almost here.
Oh, nice. Lucky you.
Oh, that was fucking nice. Yeah.
Shock, if you're in my chat, can you procure one pizza for me,
One
please?
pizza, please.
Thank you.
Be right back.
Oh, yeah. Alright, let's see. Oh, man. An unidentified small mana flask. I guess it's better than the identified basic mana flasks I have. Sure. What do you do, mana flask? More recovered, reduced rate, well, whatever. Immune to bleeding and corrupted during effect. Removes bleeding and corrupt. Okay, there we go. We're 1/5 of the way there to being immune to the everything.
I'm gonna disappear here.
For a bit.
I'm gonna have food and then go to sleep.
All right, cool. Catch you later, man.
I need to put some stuff in the guild chest. Have fun. I'll catch you guys later.
Sweet. See you. Oh, I got a level at some point. Nice. Superior crude. Oh, 11% quality. That's pretty good. Chain gloves, maybe. Well, maybe this bow will be bow that I like. I mean, it seems like it's probably just gonna be better. Let's see what we got. Cold damage, 6 to 14. It's got some cold damage. 2 to 4 cold as opposed to 3 to 5 fire. Life gain on kill or nothing. I just want. I guess life gained on. I don't know, man. Come on. That was kind of a bummer. So we could swap this out if I think this is better. Evasion rating 29. I don't think it'll be that exciting though. What's this? Heavy strike. That's right. Look at the cell phone thing. People trying to contact me. Fools. Huh. Chain gloves. 2 to 4 cold damage. I mean, it's just got an extra socket. Is the appeal to it then? Yeah. Quality, I don't know. 6 life gained on kill. I guess I could do this instead and not have to do this. So, physical damage 6 to 14. So it does 1 more physical. It does 1 less elemental. Yeah, it's just the socket that would be of a benefit, so I don't know. Do this. At the very least. Sorry. 6 to 25, 1 to 4. So yeah, that's okay. 4. Can I just have? I guess I could just have this instead. Then that is quite a bit of damage. 6 to 25. I don't really have 2 greens anywhere sitting. Whatever, man. Let's not worry about it. 2 greens? Green, blue. No, screw it. This is move on. And we're going. Let's look at our. What's my next destination? I want to come over here. 8 damage over time multiplier for bleeding. Increased attack damage against bleeding enemies. Increased damage with bleeding. Bleeding you inflict deals damage faster. That sounds pretty cool. So we could head towards. I guess that's kind of the only place I can go. Or Golem's Blood. Increased life, regen. This one sounds cool though. So we're gonna go towards Bloodletting. Yeah, okay. If I can see it, yeah, here's Bloodletting. Don't really know what I'm looking for here, so we'll have to figure it out. Upper prison. That's a thing. I think I want to just keep exploring this area, though. I'm enjoying myself, unfortunately, so I'm gonna just keep doing that. Wisdom, heck yes. Puncher. Ooh, large life flask. Cool. Oh, these are both large. Oh, I thought they were medium. Small. Okay. Can I please, excuse me, sir? Sir. Thank you. Okay. I already came this way. I need to go this way. Because I would not mind. Yeah, there we go.
Rounds should be an easy mark to beat.
I was going to say, I wouldn't mind finding the Trial Master. A Cloud of Chaos, runes up here that do a lightning. Players have less area of effect and projectile speed. Interesting. Projectile speed. That shouldn't be a big deal, I don't think. Let's see what happens.
Your reach exceeds your grasp.
It's a bit awkward. Alright, so in our encirclet, we can get some booties. I wouldn't mind some booties. Choking miasma. Cloud deals damage and follows you. Patches of unhallowed ground. Hinder the players. Slain monsters or resurrect as phantoms. That's kind of okay. All monsters gain attack, cast movement, speed. Oof, up to 50%. That sounds kind of scary. Let's do the ground.
Night's madness strains away
What
all
happened to Big Crossing?
Oh, he said he was sick of your shit.
Oh,
So,
fuck. Okay.
yeah.
Oh, Peter
Nah.
said that the effect was amazing. I guess I was not reading Shadow Friend? Yeah.
What's amazing?
Flicker Strike?
Oh, yeah, it is. I think that's what my my assassin was that I had made. I can't remember though. It's been too long. Flicker Strike's fun though. But
Flicker
yeah,
Striker.
Mr. Cross said that he had to go to bed.
Yeah, that'll happen. I guess. Sometimes.
Can you feel death coiling around your heart?
Okay, well maybe we can get Mr. Peter playing here. He looks like he's not logged in anymore. Well. The tides are turning.
Restless Ground
Ruin
3.
hides in every corner.
You know when you get a pizza, there's like a bunch of slices, and you go over to the pizza and you're ready to take a slice, but you're sharing the pizza with other people. How much attention do you pay to the individual slice? Like, do you just grab whatever's closest, or do you kind of like the Perkins slice, but not the best slice? Like, what's your strategy?
My strategy for the first slice to grab?
Well, it doesn't even have to be the first one, but like, you know, knowing that whatever you don't take will be what's left for other people.
It probably depends on how full the pizza is, how many slices are left. If it's a full pie, I'd probably grab whatever I want. Doesn't really matter. There's plenty of other options. But if we're getting kind of low, if it's, let's say, 2 slices left, do I go for the one that's obviously been neglected because it has to be the smallest slice left? Or do I go for what is likely the second smallest piece? Too many factors to consider, I feel like. Might
Damn, I
have
didn't
to.
even think about that.
Might
I don't
might
generally
depend
choose
on.
them by size.
If I'm at like a work event, I'm grabbing the biggest slice every time I reach into that pie. Like, my work is paying for that. I'm not hesitating to abuse it. But if
Well,
I'm
what about
like,
your coworkers,
well, oh, because I'd be stepping on my coworkers' toes.
though? Well, not necessarily. I mean, you might be helping them, you know, it's not healthy to eat so much pizza. You know, maybe if you guys go first.
I guess the mindset that I had was that there would be like, lots of pie provided in
Oh,
this
okay.
scenario, but
Alright.
I guess the last slice is the last slice. Yeah, I don't know. Guess I just don't know. I just fall into an existential crisis.
What kind of pizza do you like?
I'm a pretty basic pepperoni kind of guy, really.
Can't go wrong with that, unless you're eating vegan.
What's that?
I said you can't go wrong with that unless you're feeding vegan.
I can't do this just yet.
They probably wouldn't, but I'd be better. Oh wait, no, that's fair. Vegan things,
Hold on just a sec. I'm in a trial and I can barely hear you.
Play the game well,
Oh my
Caliban.
god. It's
Enjoy
so
the
loud.
fruits of your luck and your skill. We shall meet again.
Okay. I can hear you now.
Mm-hmm.
Got some goodies out of all that. It's alright. I don't know. I keep wanting to go get pizza though, and you keep reminding me that pizza exists and that I haven't gone and pestered my heterosexual partner about obtaining pizza.
That would be the ultimate middle finger, right? Is to say, like, my heterosexual wife.
I don't even know what that means. I don't.
He's just reinforcing that's the thing. It's like not partner, it's like it's heterosexual. But like, you know, if we're all gonna say every goddamn thing that we are, you'd be like, yes, I'm a he, him with my heterosexual life.
Yeah, that's just getting douchey, yeah.
We can take a pizza break. You know, I've got Trials of Fire I can play. I'm still waiting for, I don't know what the fuck's going on with Peter. I'm sort of hoping to wait for him a little bit too. If you wanted to do a pizza break. Although, I guess, now that I think about it, since I'm eating pizza, I'm just streaming your content, which is kind of fucked up. So I think I'm gonna end my stream.
Well, I think I'm gonna take.
I'm not even putting any effort in right now. Let's switch over to my screen so you guys can see my empty inventory and me staring at the ground. Sadly. Aaron like begging me to do something.
I'm gonna run upstairs really quick and think about ordering some pizza, so I'll be back in just a few.
Absolutely. Live your truth.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's out there living his truth. I'm probably gonna play some Trials of Fire. It's pretty good. Find out what's going on with Peter. That'll be good. I'm pretty excited for this build to finish up. Ready to switch over to Molten Strike or some fire skill pretty soon. That'll be good. That's really all there is to say about that. Stay tuned for more side-by-side multi-stream Discord fun time hangout business at a separate temporal location. Oh, you know what occurs to me is that my Discord might still be getting piped through. I didn't actually think about that. Oh, I am. Damn. Okay, you just got to hear me open my pizza box and get my pizza. Pretty fun. Yeah. I'm gonna play some Trials of Fire in the background here while I eat my pizza. Pretty good game. Kind of like a roguelite card deck builder tactical role-playing game. A little light on the role-playing elements. Currently eating 2 slices of Meat Lovers pizza from Anthony Pizza here in Boston. Oh, Cambridge, really. Feels good, man.
hello.
Yes, hello.
So, Project Pizza failed miserably.
I'm sorry to hear that. What happened?
She just doesn't want pizza.
Oh my god. That's
Yeah.
not something I foresaw.
She wants some sandwich something or other. There's some sandwich place, so she ordered from there instead, which, my god, I would much rather have pizza right now. I want to eat, like, way too much food is the kind of hungry that I am right now.
Okay.
But, you know, I guess pizza.
I mean, it seems like that's what's happening, so.
Or I
I'll get
guess,
on board.
I guess sandwich. Man, I'm so obsessed with pizza, I can't even say not pizza.
That's alright. What even is not pizza?
yeah.
If you think about it.
Technically, it's a pizza if... What were the kids doing? Like, oh, is pizza a sandwich? Is a hot dog a sandwich? That's what it is. Is a hot dog a sandwich? What are your thoughts on that, Helio?
Oh wow. Do you want like the actual thorough response?
Yeah, the essay that you've prepared for this subject. If you could just whip that out.
Sure. Let me finish this bite of pizza and I'll let you know.
Hell yeah. Oh,
I
but
do love the stink of victory.
God damn, my character just screamed in my ears. Before you tell me about your strong feelings towards whether or not hot dog is a sandwich, you said Helio is from a book. Can you elaborate a bit more? What was the name of the... I know you said the name of the book, but I was being screamed
I'm gonna
at
tell you the
in-game.
name of the book. However, I will have you know that I did have a prepared response for the hot dog as a sandwich.
Are you serious?
Oh, absolutely. I could go into kind of a lot of detail about it.
That's funny.
But if you already know the concept of a platonic ideal, then it's kind of not necessary.
A platonic ideal?
Platonic, such as in Plato.
A platonic, okay.
Okay, alright. So I'll make it brief.
Who? Go ahead.
So, in brief, the concept of a platonic ideal is that there is some essence, some perfect example of an idea, right?
Mm-hmm.
The one that's most commonly used in dialogue is like a chair, right? So, for example, if you go over to your kitchen table, I assume you have a kitchen table and some chairs there, and you pull out one of the pieces of furniture there. It might have like a back, it might have like a flat plane to put your buttocks on, and maybe like four columns that function as legs, right? Have I accurately identified the chairs at your table?
Oh yeah.
But the chair you're sitting on now might have wheels, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they're both chairs, right? Like you would look at both of those and be like, oh yeah, that's a chair.
Sure.
But what about a stool? Is a stool a chair?
Ooh. Sure. Doesn't have a
Okay.
backing though. That
Doesn't
seems
have
a
a
little
back.
important.
Well, how important is having a back to being a chair?
I don't know.
What if I made a chair that was sharp, where you would normally put your butt, to the point where you couldn't place your body onto it without getting hurt? You'd probably fall off. Still a chair?
It's probably still a chair, but you're an asshole.
Okay. What about a sculpture of a chair? What about a chair that's not designed for you to sit on? Let's say that it's the size of a house, right? Still a
I
chair?
can't do this just yet.
Sure.
What if I drew you a picture of the chair in your kitchen? Is that a chair?
No, not that one.
Not a
No.
chair. Okay.
That's where I
so-
draw the line.
Okay. So there's some there's some perfect idea of a chair, right? It's in my mind, I guess it'd be like a wooden, you know, prototypical chair with a straight back and a flat seat and 4 pillars. It has all these qualities. Like a chair is something that you sit on. It's something that you could like put under a table or pull out. You know, it's a piece of furniture that would be in your house, usually made of like wood or metal, something like that. It's supposed to be comfortable. It's usually for humans to use, right? But there are a lot of different kinds of chairs. And they're all like, we recognize them based on their proximity to this imaginary, unreachable, perfect ideal of a chair, right? And the idea is that this is the way we categorize things, right? Like the word chair is just, you know, it's just, we use it functionally, right? So that you and I can share this idea. I'm sort of like getting away from the Platonic ideal now and like explaining in greater detail that a hot dog it's sandwichy, right? It has some of the qualities that a sandwich has, but it's not as sandwich as, say, a sub sandwich would be, right? A sub sandwich is more a sandwich than a hot dog. I think the hot dog is probably not enough sandwich for me to call it a sandwich, but it's got a lot of sandwich elements to it. It's you know, it's pretty sandwich, but it's not, you know, truly a sandwich. It's not sandwich enough that I would think that I would just, if I said like, you want to have a sandwich and I came out with a hot dog, I'd probably be pretty upset. But if I was to ask you like what makes a sandwich, probably the pieces of bread, at least one, probably trying to cover up some of the ingredients, you know, and then the kinds of ingredients you put on the sandwich. You know, you could have a full, you know, roast chicken on a sandwich, but probably not. You know, that probably, you wouldn't be able to just eat a bite out of it. You'd have to like pull it apart and stuff. It probably wouldn't give you shrimp with the tails on in a sandwich, because again, you don't have to like open your sandwich up and fiddle with it, right? But you could, you know, you would recognize it as a sandwich, right? So anyway, so I'm trailing off, but you get where I'm coming from. Right?
I do, and I'm sorry.
These are the deep thoughts that I've had about hot dogs.
Well, that's a lot more interesting than my answer would have been. So that's.
What was your answer going to be?
Who cares?
Oh. Interesting. Yeah, me too, man. Not a big deal at all.
Right. I feel bad
It's
for
a nice
Todd.
opportunity to think philosophically.
I guess that's true, right? You know, it's not hurting anybody to ask silly questions like that. So, you know, it's all good.
The real one that makes me wonder is cereal
Your last
soup or a
victory was
salad.
not mere chance.
That gets my brain wheels going.
Ah.
Because it's not either one, but it definitely shares a lot of the traits that either of them have. So there you go. There's your lesson for the day.
I've learned a lot today.
Yeah. That'll be Tree Fitty.
How about I pay you in the amount of time that you've shortened my life by telling me the in-depth
I
intricacies?
suppose. That
Is it
seems
choice?
fair.
There's a fine line
The tale of Brutus was
Well,
a
now I
pro-
don't know if I want to use this attack.
Goodbye.
Kill Brutus.
Well, Peter hasn't responded to me, so I'm assuming he is asleep or something. I don't know.
Yes?
Yeah, I probably shouldn't be hoarding a lot of this stuff. The looting system in this game is really weird because it's like sometimes you might not want to like sell off some gear that's kind of bad just because it's like you might actually have a use for it because of the links or you know some other reason.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is definitely the kind of environment where gear that otherwise would get outdated might have a second life.
Yeah.
Or get you out of a pinch since you can't just jump on trade and, you know, grab whatever. You know you can mute global, right?
Oh, really? How?
If you hit enter to, well, not right now because you're trading, but when you're done with this, if you hit enter to bring up your chat, click the global tab.
Oh, just set it to party, and then
No, up at the top.
top?
Yeah,
Oh,
know
I
how
can
to
just
set
click on it.
permanently.
Yeah.
No, up at the top. Where it says global. Okay, there you go. It's gone. And it won't show up anymore if you click it. So as long as it's grayed out, well, you have party grayed out right now, I think, which means you won't get any party messages, or that you're not in a party. Probably.
I'm not in a party.
Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, so if you're tired of seeing global, just click global off there, and you won't have to see it anymore.
Okay, cool.
Excuse me.
Much better. Oh. You seem to be offline. Please wait while we try to reconnect. Okay.
Oh no.
That's really weird because I'm talking to you and you're kind of far away.
You mean I'm not in the same room as you?
By a bit.
I mean, can you imagine if I were like, oh yeah, and you heard it?
That would be exciting. Yeah, okay, that was just my laptop being weird.
Yes?
Can't equip this item and I don't know why. I obviously need this chest piece on for some reason. Actually, why is that? Why can't I remove this chest piece? It's weird.
Good question.
Where's level 7, 22 dex? I've got a little bit more than 22 dex. I don't know. Weird. If I have gems in gear, that shouldn't influence anything.
What? Yeah, well, it'll influence how much, how many stats you need to use it. What is it?
Yeah. I'm trying to unequip it though. It's very odd.
Well, you can't unequip stuff while you're in the install menu.
Oh, I think I was trying to do it outside. Anyway,
Sorry?
it's just nothing. It's
Okay.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, not a big deal.
Regen life per second, gain 100. When does this... Man, I don't even know when this amulet's going to be less useful. 24 fire resist. Regenerate 1% life per second while low. It's just like a bunch of low... 100 evasion while low, regenerate life while low. That's pretty good. '21 dexterity, though. It's not giving me any of that. I guess that's the thing. armor, evasion. Okay, I think this guy's just a little bit better, maybe. Life, mana, resist. Life, resist. I guess I shouldn't. I guess I'm just gonna focus on links for now.
Yeah, it could be good.
Farewell.
And now I start the storage tab where I fill gems. Gems. Alright, good deal. I'm only a little bit laggy here. What's going on with that? What is up with that? That's weird.
Uncertain.
Oh my god. Shock, you don't have meningitis.
What?
I'm being messaged Lynx with regards to meningitis because she thinks she has
Yeah?
meningitis.
I mean, maybe she has meningitis. You don't know. Are you, Corey? Are you a doctor? Was I in the presence of a medical doctor this whole time?
I'm sure in some capacity I'm a doctor, right? let's talk about that Platonic stuff again. And what does a doctor have? Like, if they went through most of their schooling, what if they only? What if they
You
went
mean
to
like, what if they
school?
stopped early?
What if they went to college for 6 years and couldn't decide on what degree they wanted, and ended up with no real degree whatsoever? What? Okay, I'm actually annoyed now. My
won.
game is stuttering so
Once.
much.
Do not get ahead of yourself.
I keep having this weird lag. I might log out and log back in and see if that fixes it. This is just very weird though.
Yeah, I get that.
Okay, yeah, this is really unpleasant. I'm pretty excited for the food that's about to reach me. That should be good stuff.
You a hungry boy?
Yeah.
Nice. It's only healthy.
So I gotta figure out. I kind of said it in the group chat, but I think what I want to do, as far as my stream goes, is maybe stream like a less popular game that isn't completely flooded with streamers for like the first couple hours of a stream, and then switch onto something multiplayer and just kind of like migrate into that and see how things go.
Makes sense.
Jeez. Man, this is frustrating. Okay. I have to awkwardly... I have to awkwardly awkward.
Mm-hmm.
Save as. I have to save a Word document as a PNG.
We've all been there.
Okay, there we go. I guess that's probably a pretty good spot for me to call my stream though for now. I can always pick it up later. It's not even 4 o'clock, jeez. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. Like the day usually has like a different cadence on the weekends. I feel like normally we've been hanging out with people all day. Doing like multiplayer. I guess we have been doing that. Path of Exile is